Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Oakland Raiders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? We ready? Over.
Mike 50, huh?
Man, I got you.
He's checking. Crash.
Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're open, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that
You ain't going nowhere.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In your face.
Now Breeze on third down. He'll get this to Ekeler. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
12 yards on the return that time, and the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Check. Lucky. Undercrunch.
Check.
Raider 2. That's it.
Now Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
He finds an opening past the 40, and finally down at the 41-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that. Mike's foot.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
Pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try. All right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. That led to the incompletion.
Now a run with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
We ain't beginning.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon.
Switch gears.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
He wasn't ready.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the backer. Watch the backer.
Express. 734. Smoke.
Now Carr. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
That's it, baby. We got 6 all day.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it's going to be second down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he can come down with it anyway. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this game, has got to be priority one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball.
And look at this. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And that will force a turnover on downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Get this. Check.
Now a give running right. It's Cook.
Run to the ball. Slide to the ball. Run.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Hey, we're good. We waiting. 29.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
What's up?
From the 29. Carr, catch made. It's Moreau. And down inside the 15 he goes.
All day, baby, all
The
day.
pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. 21-0, our score after 1. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the ground, it's Eckler. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack.
Boom!
Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Come on. Come on. That's right.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. First down, here's the run with Cook.
Go, run.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Carr. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
4-7's the mic.
Hey, Echo.
Because I'm about to take you to school.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
93.
Kill. Hey, turn.
They run the counter with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr setting up the screen for Cook. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 3rd down, Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
12.
In his own end zone, it's Breeze. And Breeze is going to go down in the end zone, a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Motion. White. SOS.
Watch the 61. Matchbox lights.
Express. What's up?
Carr now to throw. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland.
That's it.
Darren Waller.
Touchdown, baby.
84 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. When they drew that up, I don't think, and now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. The big fella. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, check 20.
Now Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, arguably, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Baby. Let's get this.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Twist.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. That'll be complete to Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Check.
On 1st down, Cook slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of... 2 there, second down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Down. 180. 5 down.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
65.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Down.
56.
180. 180. We're good. We're good. Blue 80. Express. Raider 9.
56.
Hey, Charlie.
6 right there. Right there.
Throwing down his Carr. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown.
Touchdown, baby. Let's go.
3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, we'll just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Going on the ground with Eckler.
Run.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Ready.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down. 4 down.
Here's Breeze to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Thomas, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards.
Ready.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
5-9.
Watch twist.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Down.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the 2nd half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Purdue.
Let's get it.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounces into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script the start of half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here is Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too in the NFL. They're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Cut.
0-2.
Hey, check.
Breeze now on first down.
Here we go, D. Here I come
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Ready.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll run here with Eckler, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Ready.
The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
53.
To throw, it's Breeze. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He'll return it from the 6. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
What now?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't done before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm here all
One. Raider 1.
24. Check 24.
Again, it's Cook. It's a foot race. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Raiders 43, Saints 2. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
5-8. No chance. Easy, opposite.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
You ain't got nothing. Watch the safety creep.
Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Single, slot.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Ready.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking for Kelsey. And got his man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big gain of 31 on third down. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Ready. Yellow 80.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
To throw is Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It's Eckler again, and he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, seam 6. 40's Mike. 40's Mike.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. That's caught. It's Thomas. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Back now in the East Bay. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly. As he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and goal. Breeze looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of... the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction, because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Ready. Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Now it's the backup Kaiser. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check pass.
They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, it's Cannon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Bravo! 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
Right here, right here.
On third down, Kaiser. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know how you put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for them and shot for them? Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A give, Eckler running to the right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Saints on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Taken down back at the 12-yard line.
Ready? You ready?
Oh, here we go. Oh, check your hot read.
Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze throwing the out route and complete. It's Wood. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Get ready. Yellow lady.
Switch the mic right here. We'll go mic 40, mic 40.
New mic 40.
Check back.
Ready, check.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
95-56. 95-56.
Down the tackle. A gain of 2.
Brings up
2nd.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. He'll get this to Eckler. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 47. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard
Here we go.
line.
Here we go. Go to base. 47's the mic.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
They'll run on 1st down. Cannon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Big hit.
It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Out, 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 out. 36, 36.
They go again with Cannon.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it
Call
up,
it a
guys.
gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Check dog. Check 3. Alpha. Zip.
Motion.
Switch.
They'll run again with Cannon. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
You got tight.
On first down, it's Cannon. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Danny. Rush in. Showing eight. Switch.
Yo.
On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Offense. Result of the play, first down and 10.
Ready. 90 Wolf.
47. Check. 47. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Set hut.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Saints' 19-yard line. Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Raiders, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Matt.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this one to Bruce Ellington. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
For Sutton, the receiving numbers from last week's game. 6 catches, 130 in the yardage department, and a touchdown, 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now the Notre Dame man. This is Theo Riddick.
I think we're talking about offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's complete to the tight end Heinerman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11, being chased out left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. Got to go back to their plate.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
60 Pittsburgh. Flipper.
On first down, right back to Lindsay. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. 2nd and 9 now. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A huge play there for Denver. 59 yards. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front?
So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to have the hook up with Sutton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 70. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They're going to look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it'll be second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen.